So you want to become a Bitcoin millionaire? When you think of trading or investing, you probably think of stocks and bonds. You might also think of commodities, currencies, and whatnot. But strolling into a mutual fund manager's office and mentioning Bitcoins would probably get you an odd look, assuming he or she is not an avid reader of TechCrunch. Introduced in 2009, the electronic currency Bitcoin is exchanged through its own payment network. The Bitcoin can be stored in a virtual wallet and has been described as a cryptocurrency, a decentralized, peer-to-peer currency which relies on cryptography to facilitate currency generation and transactions. To prevent double spending, computers known as miners receive transaction fees and free Bitcoins in exchange for running a proof-of-work system. The Bitcoin is essentially a speculative vehicle for geeks. Basically, do not eat out and expect to pay for the meal with Bitcoins. Not long ago you could have bought illicit drugs with the currency, but the FBI closed down Silk Road earlier this year, which allowed people to buy illegal substances anonymously. Some legitimate vendors have taken to Bitcoin, allowing customers to purchase real products and services with the digital currency. Richard Branson of the Virgin Group has even decided to accept Bitcoins through his Virgin Galactic. Reddit allows you to use Bitcoin to buy Reddit Gold. Yes, you can't buy your everyday groceries with Bitcoins, but you can buy a trip to space. While some everyday vendors have looked into accepting Bitcoins too, most of the demand for the currency has been fueled by speculators, rather than early adopters. If you're looking to use Bitcoin to pay for stuff, you need a Bitcoin wallet like Coinbase. It's a simple website/app that allows you to securely store your Bitcoins and sell them. With so much volatility, using Bitcoins in everyday life would be extremely risky anyway. Buying a TV for $1,000 might have cost up to 10 Bitcoins last month, and just 1 Bitcoin now. With such volatility, any serious commerce conducted with Bitcoins is likely to result in one party losing out on a lot of value. So right now, the cryptocurrency is realistically just a tool for speculation. Coinbase is one of the major Bitcoin exchanges, which allows you to buy and sell Bitcoins as you please. You sign up, deposit real-world money, and exchange the currency with relatively low fees. Bitcoin's bullish history. First, let's take a look at the price history. According to Bitstamp, as of today the market capitalization is over $12 billion with over 12 million Bitcoins in the system. Until 2013, Bitcoins were trading for either less than $10 each or not much over. As soon as 2013 started, Bitcoins seemed to ever increase in value until April 9th, where they peaked at well over $200. By April 16th, Bitcoins had lost almost half their value. Since April, Bitcoins have made a ridiculous comeback. Bitstamp shows that the price of a Bitcoin didn't reach its previous peak until November this year. However, in this same month, Bitcoins surged up to well over $1,000 apiece. Right now, they seem to be fluctuating. Of course, this is all speculative. You can make all the predictions you want, but no one knows what the future holds for Bitcoin. Is it just a fad, or could Bitcoin genuinely develop into an everyday currency? If it really took off, would the government not just ban it completely? Only time will tell, but for now let's speculate. As of December 2017, the price of Bitcoin is past $18,000. Some people have made millions and billions investing in Bitcoin. Furthermore, there have been hard forks, i.e. splits, into things like Bitcoin Cash, which also have boosted people's profits. How to make $1 million with Bitcoins. You have two options, mine or trade. By mining for Bitcoins, as long as the markets remain active you can basically make money for nothing. But the problem is, mining is such a tough gig now that it is hardly worth it. Turning your computer into a miner will likely make it noisy and heat up. It would likely take you a long time to even mine a single Bitcoin, by which time you probably would have spent more on electricity. However, if you have access to some serious computing power, and you don't have to pay the bills, you could make some easy money here. The more realistic way of making $1 million with Bitcoins is going to be trading them through the most prominent exchanges, such as Coinbase. Back in 2011, you could have bought Bitcoins for $10. Selling them at $1,000 today would have delivered a profit of $990 per Bitcoin. Basically, you should have bought about 1,000 Bitcoins back when they were cheap. This would have cost you around $10,000 in 2011, making you a millionaire today. Making $1 million with Bitcoins today is probably still possible, but you will need some capital. Bitcoins can fluctuate many percentage points every day. On May 22, 2017, the price jumped up 10%. Day trading Bitcoins is going to be risky, but whereas there is volatility, there is opportunity. Otherwise, you need to take a longer-term approach and conclude whether or not you think Bitcoin will be successful. If you think Bitcoin is going to be traded by foreign exchange dealers, market makers and institutions one day, you might want to go long. Buying right now would be incredibly risky. The price chart is screaming bubble, but your point of entry is up to you. Don't expect to see more of the same fast growth now though. On the other hand, if you have a strong conviction in the downfall of the Bitcoin, you need to short the cryptocurrency in any way you can. This would be an extremely risky endeavor still, but if the Bitcoin market is truly destined for failure, why not get rich when the bubble pops? To short Bitcoin, you will either need to get creative or join an exchange which allows you to do so. Other ways to invest in Bitcoin. It's important to remember that Bitcoin is a currency, not a stock or bond. This means that investing in it is like investing in a currency. You're essentially hoping the value of Bitcoin relative to your native currency goes up. The easiest way to invest in Bitcoin is to simply get a Bitcoin wallet and buy Bitcoins. We recommend Coinbase for US investors. It's the easiest, links to your bank account, and allows you to buy and sell Bitcoins. Plus, if you buy $100 USD in Bitcoins, Coinbase will give you a $10 bonus. That's awesome. If you want to invest in an ETF through your broker, check out the GBTC at Stockpile. This ETF tracks Bitcoin, and you can invest in fractional shares. Get started at Stockpile and get $5 for free. Start here. Remember, you could also invest in Litecoin or invest in Ethereum as well. If you are a sane individual, Bitcoins probably don't excite you too much. The risk-reward profile of the Bitcoin market is not going to be very appealing to the savvy investor. This is just a chance to either make a quick buck or lose everything. Bitcoins may well take off in the real world in the future, but then again, what would stop another cryptocurrency from emerging and defeating the Bitcoin, especially if it was indeed better? Bitcoin mining. The most obvious way to make money with Bitcoin is through Bitcoin mining, the process by which new coins are created and transaction information is verified. Mining is performed by high-powered computers which solve complex mathematical problems. Miners are rewarded Bitcoin whenever they add a new block of transactions to the blockchain. In the early days of Bitcoin, it was possible to make a decent amount of money with limited expenditure. Over time, however, mining Bitcoin has become a lot harder and more competitive. More processing power is required, which means miners need specialized equipment and must fork out a lot of money on electricity. For those who can't afford a large mining rig, the only feasible way to make money through Bitcoin mining is to join a mining pool and combine your processing power with other miners. Investing in Bitcoin. You can invest in Bitcoin by buying and holding the cryptocurrency in the hopes it will increase in value over time. Bitcoin is extremely volatile and high risk, so investing is only recommended for people who have a good level of knowledge and can afford to lose their investment. You also need to be patient, as it could take a very long time for your Bitcoin to grow in value. If you do want to invest in Bitcoin, it's important to store your crypto in a digital wallet to keep it safe. Trading Bitcoin. Trading Bitcoin is even riskier than investing in Bitcoin, but if you're successful, it can be very lucrative. The idea is to buy Bitcoin at a low price and sell it soon after at a higher price, thereby banking the profits. Trading is only suitable for people who have experience and knowledge of the market, but even then the risk of losing money is extremely high. Some people choose to run a Bitcoin trading bot, such as 3 commas. A trading bot has a set of parameters and indicators which when met will cause the bot to sell or buy on the exchange you prefer. Bots are efficient because they minimize human error, eliminate decisions based on emotion, and calculate formulae much faster than people can. However, they can be expensive and aren't really designed for novice traders. Another option to consider is contracts for difference, where you buy a contract for Bitcoin without actually buying or storing the coin itself. Bitcoin lending. It is possible to get high returns from Bitcoin lending, although again it carries a very high level of risk. By using a website such as Unchained Capital, Bitbond, or BTC, you can lend your Bitcoin to another person at an interest rate of up to 15%. The main risk is that the borrower doesn't pay you back, meaning you'll have lost the entire loan amount. Microjobs and Bitcoin Faucets. Some websites enable you to carry out small tasks in return for small amounts of Bitcoin. The tasks could include retweeting a post, testing a plugin, or watching a YouTube video. Websites to check out include CoinWorker, MicroWorkers, Bitcoinit, and CoinTasker. Similarly, a Bitcoin Faucet website dispenses small rewards for visitors to claim in exchange for completing a CAPTCHA or other task described by the website. There are also paid-to-click websites, which pay Bitcoin if you visit particular websites or view certain ads. These methods are simple, low-risk ways to earn Bitcoin, although the amount of money you can get is pretty negligible. Run a signature campaign. Bitcoin Talk, one of the oldest Bitcoin forums originally set up by Satoshi Nakamoto, enables you to get paid by sponsors for posts you make on the forum. You need to post consistently and achieve minimum word limits to get a decent level of payment. Get tipped. You can get tipped in Bitcoin by helping other people through platforms such as Bitfortip. You can assist with a range of problems, like finding a certain pair of shoes or identifying a song in a film. Conclusion. Whether you're new to the cryptocurrency market or an experienced trader, there are numerous ways you can make money with Bitcoin. Just make sure you assess the risks and level of knowledge required before you take the plunge.